Thank you. We got one. I'm glad that you liked that over the 6-7 joke yesterday.
That one wasn't good. I mean, Gwen Stefani is like, that's millennial. You know, I don't think any kids are talking about Gwen Stefani anymore.
No, I don't think so. There we go.
Right. Here we go. Now we can talk about the game.
Yeah, let's
Pipe,
follow
pipe,
back
pipe,
right to
pipe,
the pistol.
pipe. Dust 2.
Wow, I feel so hyped now.
Cut it in post. Cut it in post.
Overpeek, straight out long. 3 players for Flame Sharks, lying in wait. Remember, Overpeek's map picks, so Flame Sharks start on the CT side. Abika just scaling with the rest of the team. There is one flashbang on Fatal. There's also a flash that's just been tossed forward. Emo Core gets dinked on the cross, and suddenly there's more bullets being exchanged. Ivoli doesn't see a thing. She gets tagged down to 1 HP and still finds a headshot anyway. This bomb site feels really claustrophobic.
Yeah, this CT smoke that's been dribbled forward by Ivoli is so painful, and she will go down, but she did her job. Ayaka finds Visible, Sosia looking for something. Marco found a kill as well, so it's put it into even steading. A swing out from Ayaka, and sick tabs from Ayaka. Leaves it on to Sosia. Our player to watch, and Agush already good start. Knows Fatal can't really swing. Teasing it though, and it doesn't matter, she's low. Follow-up headshot. Sosia not missing too many of those. Neither is Ayaka. Both players on a tear in this round. Sosia desperately looking for her. I don't think she's realized she's just crawled on her. But Ayaka doesn't keep moving. Now will reveal herself and hits the 4th headshot. What a round from Ayaka.
Yeah, Ayaka, one of those players that gets picked up by Fatal and says, come and join me in the Flame Sharks project. And I think we've always been fans of Ayaka in her previous teams. It always was noticeable just from the eye test that she's a very good player, has a lot of good mechanical ability. And here she just shows it. 4 kills in this pistol. As you're saying, this smoke is just so annoying because you can't actually scale it. You can't do anything because you're worried about the players that are having the dual Berettas at a close sight. You're worried about a player that could be in sight. You're then worried about the CT scaling all at the same time. It's an absolute nightmare. So that one smoke basically wins the entire round. And then Ayaka obviously does the rest.
Still, of course, bomb plant and 4 kills. Pretty hefty investment. They're just going to burst out through middle. Ivoli needs to be ready for this. Flashbang is good, but they peek ahead of it. And Ayaka and Ivoli combine. You can see Ayaka blind from her position. But the perfect counter setup with 2 players make it now 5 in middle. She makes a step. There ain't no way into this at all. Surely not. Re-smoke and well, at least some utility can be a nuisance. But that goes both ways. A Bic has been spotted, tagged. And then bagged. Sad time for Sosia. Tech9 1v5. Not a common occurrence, I would say. But in the words of Linkin Park, it starts with 1.
And then 2. And then 3. That's also my favorite Linkin Park song. 35 seconds left. And Sasha's going to reroute in towards B. But the issue you've got is you can't win the round. I'm sorry to break it to you. But Ayaka is probably going to get the kill. She'll start off 7-0. Oh, yep, there you go. 7-0. Easy, never in doubt. And Flame Shots will go 2-0 up. Force by dealt with pretty handedly. And now suddenly you just got an eco, no bomb plant for Overpeek in that round. And it's not the best start to your map pick of Dust 2.
Yeah, unfortunately it's a double setup in middle, but even still, like the flashbang was perfect. It's just that I get why you swing before it, right? Because you're not expecting 2 players layered there. You think you got a nice little timing and just the pace should catch them off. But the double layering just completely eliminates them.
Yeah, and then you've got the quintuple layering. And then by that point,
yeah.
It's just impossible. Nice shot by Emo Core. On towards Ivoli.
Yeah, we've got
Fatal's also
Flushy cam on Emo Core.
Nice.
From Elizabeth. Cash. Nine and 0. Ouchie. Good start from Ayaka.
It'd actually be a really good statement, I think, for Flame Sharks if they just come out swinging and they win this pretty dominantly. I think that would also be like it's almost like a student master sort of narrative angle as well, where there's been a lot of former Fatal teammates that have been playing here, and yet they come in for her. But you better watch out, because this big fight on long has made it the 2v2 deficit for both teams. Don't know why that was really hard for me to say, and not just 3 versus 3, but there we go. They had long control, now they've left. Please take over.
-2 versus -2.
Yeah. God. I honestly, it's one of those days, you know.
It's, 3 squared divided by itself versus the same on the other side.
The good news is that it's round 4 of the first map, and you've got me for 2 best of 3s. Oh dear.
Well, not actually room on to B. They have read this, and the timing could not be better on that incendiary. Smoke it just so they can go through, thinking maybe only a single player here, but this double layering, not going to be anticipated, but they still deal with it. Impressive that they're able to breach through that without it coming in the favor of Flame Sharks and Fatal. This is a very tricky 1v2 with the AWP. Loud on her reposition. They won't know she's got the AWP, so she might get a chance for a fight. Oh, they're not going to give it to her. Just going to peek up with Vispel as soon as Emo Core gets contact. You just know there's just no room to adjust. And yeah, there's the swing. All the right moves, but Overpeek get the right kills.
I think you should be saving that Fatal, to be honest. I know it's a 1v2, but you've just brought out the AWP. Elizabeth doesn't have money. If you save, you drop her a gun. And also, you don't give Vispel the chance to have an AWP. You're 3-0 up. You haven't had a bomb plant in 2 rounds. If you're Overpeek, they wouldn't have been able to afford an AWP. You've just given over the sniper to them instantaneously. Good entries on B for Overpeek.
Vispel wants to get very active early with this AWP. Oh. Now Fatal didn't get a line on that. That's a lot of damage early. 2 players limping.
That's the power of giving over the AWP, yeah. Like, she's wallbanged Ivoli through the doors in middle. Has now just hit the shoulder on Fatal. Not ideal.
And that one's the confirmed damage, so I think they just want to try and commit off that. And there is no utility at all. Really anyone, actually. Head spotted and head removed. Elizabeth felt like she had a good line to maybe inflict some damage there, but Socia says no. MJ loses her duel, and now Fatal has nowhere to go and needed to find that shot to get out. So a comprehensive bounce back. Find that second round. Nothing to do but save an MP9, one of the weapons that you're holding on to.
Really good round out of Overpeek. Just playing it simple, using the AWP to maintain advantage. And as you say, as soon as you get the guaranteed info that Fatal's been tagged, you know that the AWP, if they get tagged in towards short, either going to move on to the long line or just move over to B completely. Doubt they'll be on site holding the deep line in towards short, so you can just go for it. Elizabeth pushing it as well by herself feels a little bit out of the ordinary. It was a very nice shot for Socia to hit, but at the same time, Elizabeth, you could argue that she doesn't need to be there because she hasn't got any help. Back-to-back rounds for Overpeek now, and Money as you say, really not in the greatest state of affairs for Flame Sharks. They have to keep the MP9, keep the M4, and hope that that's enough.
Impact round from Visbal despite not getting either of those kills. It's time to fight long when there's not much contesting on the other side. Ivoli is in the neighborhood. MP9 has gotten into lowers. That's a pretty decent position for that to be. Feel the chance of inflicting much here is going to be tricky. Oh. Here we go. Ayaka has a chance for a kill. Never mind. Maybe we needed to wait for Fatal to play there first, but Fatal can scoop up that weapon. You still have this M4 tucked in at Gandalf, waiting for the time to swing and looking for the headshots. And, it's just damage so far.
Uh-oh.
That's being converted upon. Oh, the warband comes through. Fatal with that recovered rifle finds one as well, but Sasha over the top finds them both. Doesn't let it get out of hand.
It's expensive, though. Like, I know it's T-side. I know they've won a few rounds in a row, but that was 2 safe weapons. One of them didn't really get involved at all. So you got an MP9 and pistols, basically, that do a lot of the legwork there. Very expensive. Just need to be careful. And I think that's a nice reminder for Flame Sharks for themselves to think, look, we're still in this game. It doesn't matter what weaponry we have. We can always make a round possible. And for Overpeek to think, hang on a second, let's calm down. Let's not overplay things and be too confident, because this is Flame Sharks we're talking about. With that being said, they've now made the game even. It's a bit more of a slower default. Now coming out of Overpeek, but Ivoli, where did that kill come in from?
Yeah, it was a slow default. Actually, it wasn't. There was 3 players over at B trying to set up a fast entry, and that got shut down. And now Sasha, she's going to get shut down too. So in either extremity, managed to cut them off. Emo Core taking quick space up short, though. They've identified this gap after 2 players spotted B too long. Visbal.
Okay.
That's disgusting. And that's given them actually a really nice way into this round.
It gets weird, though, because you need to hold short and long at the same time. Visbal overextends to try and take the fight into long, and as a consequence, Emo Core feels like she needs to swing. It's a great shot out of Margot. Wait, she's found 2. Maybe she can get all 4, not quite. Too many players, but a really nice attempt regardless. Flame Sharks, they bounce back.
Yeah, look at the minimap. 2 players just lined up for her, and she just cleaved them in 2. So, making it expensive the other way, but Fatal will secure it. An AWP. Nice try from Overpeek to get back into that, considering it was a 3-on-5 after losing all the openers. Good from Emo Core to acknowledge that space was there to be taken. Great kill from Visbal. Check this. Oh, that was 2 individual fights. Very nice.
It's actually a great deal closer. Like the way that works in terms of the round panning out, sort of evolving into a 1v1 because of Margot, you sort of forget that Flame Sharks got those 2 opening picks. And that was a 3v5 that it just gets turned on its head. I mean, 3v5 turned 1v4 turned something outrageous. It keeps Flame Sharks on their toes at the very least. Will be this investment here for Overpeek. 3 AKs, 2 Galils. Fatal's AWP uncontested. You get put in a retake situation, Fatal. Don't go for it.
Might be another fight out towards long. A bit cat. Looks like she's ready for the flash. Smoke lands and she'll swing and actually wins that duel. That is a clean frag onto Elizabeth.
Huh.
I don't want to bite off too much more. And a great start to the round.
If I was watching Flame Shark demos, I'd be saying to the gang, let's go short every round because they just leave it open. Like this time. Fatal's just gone into CT. No one is looking at short. Oh, if only they knew.
That smoke going down. You need to move to short now, surely.
That works too.
Yeah.
I would still move to short. Short is still open. You know what? I couldn't have timed this color point any better if I tried. MJ is DC.
It's going to be the real fight. Oh, that is unfortunate. That was out towards long. Sosha in a great position. Lots of backs turned, but can't find the kill. Too many players moving. They're just going to scale through long. I suppose the benefit of MJ just exploding is they know there's some space here. Still tricky retake. Flash over top. They have a kit on Ivoli. Fatal extremely low and a short plant. No smoke. Nothing really. Actually, flames. But now they force one player back. How are you going to defuse this? You can't. There's no time. They acknowledge it. They're going to try and get out. Ivoli won't, but she'll take one down with her.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate DC, to be honest, because it comes in at a really inappropriate time. MJ being out long provides a lot of relief, I think, for Flame Sharks in that moment. To go for that retake, having an extra body would have been really helpful as well, but damage had been done, so the round plays on, and it stands. Overpeek. They get things working just from the luxury of players not being in the correct positions. I mean, I understand the break on the smoke to get the kill, but that was 2 riflers already in mid. Does the AWP really need to be in middle as well? I don't think so. I really feel like it's such an overcommitment a lot of the time coming in from Flame Sharks on their CT. Yeah,
I wonder if in that circumstance it's feeling like that it's Fatal feeling like she needs to be at the helm of it. Yeah, it's unfortunate that gap has been there. Surely something they acknowledge now as it's being exploited time and time again. Fatal did just hang out in that position. It would be ideal. Stockholm is on 14 islands. It's a lot of islands.
Is it really?
The ticket's never wrong.
How many islands is Stockholm? 14, connected by 57 bridges. Where a lake.
That's overkill on the bridges, guys. You need
meets
to.
The Baltic Sea.
You need to chill out on the bridges. That's overkill.
I quite like it. Oh, that's one of my favorite words I can never pronounce as well.
Say it.
Archipelago?
Archipelago.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that one. That's a cool word. I like that word.
Yeah?
I do.
Do you like archipelagos in general or just the word?
No, I like them.
I do
too. I think it's cool that you can basically go and discover bits of your region, and there's so many thousands of islands that you can just have a look into. Good vibes on the screen as well from Vispel. They listen to some tunes.
Yeah, I love little islands.
Okay, yes, still there.
I was born on an island. So.
You're born in Ireland?
On an island.
Oh yeah, Australia's a big island.
Yeah, I was born on an island off the coast of an island off the coast of an island. Islands all the way down, baby.
You think about it, everything's an island.
Except for no man. Brandon, run me through your thoughts on the qualified teams at ESL Impact Season 8 Finals. Let me refresh your brain.
Thank you.
Shimmer, FlyQuest Red, the 2 North Americans. FlyQuest beating Shimmer, by the way, in the kind of final game of the season. So
spicy.
They're up top of the table, taking back their crown. Big Keeper and NIP, we already know your thoughts on those. MIBR, Atrix. You're a big Atrix head, aren't you?
Yeah, I think Freddie's definitely taken over the mantle of being the Atrix enjoyer from South America, but it's really cool to see them playing and getting finally to Stockholm. I pegged them as underdogs, I think, a few seasons back, and I like the way the team is stuck together. The fact that this is basically like a bedroom organization in terms of it doesn't have got the most amount of resources behind it, is just basically born out of passion. And I love the way that Atrix have been operating this season. I think they've been providing a lot of difficult challenges to the teams within the region and thoroughly deserve to be there. They really do, and I'm excited to see them there. Unfortunately, it does mean that it comes at a cost of our current reigning champions. So hey, we at least know before we've even gone to LAN that there's going to be new champions at the ESL Impact.
That is true. That is very true. And returning faces, right? Little Z, haven't seen her, my goodness, since Valencia, I'm gonna say. Like, I can't remember the last time I saw Little Z on that, but she's always been farming in South America, just not on the teams that make it through. But I think the real standout in that team has been Sophia, XYZ. She is crazy good. Another one of these young talents that's developed in the region. So excited to see what she looks like on LAN. And we get Olga back as well with MIBR. And Danny,
yes,
another new LAN player. So that team, very exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that we've got MIBR obviously featuring. Normally we get them featuring quite often, but Olga in the mix as the in-game leader as well, I think is an incredible prospect to see what that looks like on LAN as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what that looks like. I'm obviously looking forward to seeing Bigger Keeper on LAN, NIP, the GOATs on LAN as well. Surely they have to win it this time. Surely. It has to be the time, NIP. Come on.
It is the best opportunity for them to win, I think. I think after the winner of Bigger Keeper in FPL, it's definitely got me interested in NIP's chances, and they are definitely, I think, the team to beat. Maybe the best team in Europe right now.
I think the best team in Europe right now.
I don't want to, I don't want to big up your ego as the hype man for NIP.
I'm not bigging up my ego. You're just saying the truth. It's okay. Best team in the world, NIP. I understand.
But I think Bigger Keeper's going to hit diff on LAN. I think that's my thoughts. Much like Imperial does.
Well, we know 2 of the qualified teams going to Europe. We still need to find out 2 more, and thankfully we are back in the action now. I can stop thinking about how to pronounce Archipelago. Round 9. Lovely. Ivoli pushing in upper tunnels. Being held for. I like this from Overpeek. Very disciplined. They're not overpeaking. Well, the short player might. Easy for Fatal. She rounds the corner and gets a bit of good timing. Ivoli on the P250. Starts to make her move, but unfortunately just gets domed, and Sostia takes both. There's a 3rd player in the mix here. It's only a USP, but it's already picked up a Galil, and Elizabeth unfortunately gets a dink and not another casualty.
Oh, she gotten that kill, but maybe still a chance. MJ, I thought she was going to go through that. Oh, not the weapon for the job on the retake. Really nice try. I can't believe Sostia just unravels them. It felt like it was set up for success with that Ayaka on that FAMAS. Cool off angle, but they just swing around the corner and dome them. NT from Elizabeth. MJ can maybe make it costly. Maybe not. Got nothing to lose. Are you off to? Okay, hunting a different direction. They came the way she went left.
Oh, Imoko will die. So that's very expensive, really. I know, obviously, you have predicted Flame Sharks to win this series. Are you in the 2-0 bandwagon, or are we getting all 3 maps here?
I'll be real, the veto scares me a lot. I think it really means that this is anyone's game. So I feel like it's a 3-mapper. MJ dodges the flashes, and it's actually Elizabeth that finds the kills in almost the third.
What a shame. It really felt like Elizabeth was just going to get a multi there. The round was going to be over and it was all said and done. Instead, we got a conversation piece. Abitka brought down low, dinked by Elizabeth. And everyone from Flame Sharks is gambling that there's going to be this long play, which currently it is. Everyone is in the right position. There's going to be a head-on collision.
Ayaka's just edging forward. Only by her side. Visible holding for this, and well, what's this contact look like? They are Visible. Great headshot, and a second as well. Fatal will swing and get hers. Is there a chance for the multi? There was, but Sosha quick with the, Bitka hit quick with the headshot. Little fist pump there as well. Great kills from Visible.
Yeah, what a really nice try as well from Elizabeth, because it feels like Elizabeth just sets that round up to be brought into something, especially after Margot finds the opening kill. But a good trade out of Abitka, and then, as you say, Visible just pushes, gets all the contact out of Flame Sharks' aggression. Now they take a tactical pause, 30 seconds to breathe. But Overpeek are now starting to take control on the T side of Dust 2. I think most of these maps are going to be decided on the T side, if I had to guess. Which makes it quite exciting. And also, these two teams, they're very like high-octane Counter-Strike teams. So there's going to be action all the time. It's going to be hard for us to kind of catch our breath in moments, but it makes for a very entertaining game. None of this wait till 30 seconds malarkey.
Fight out long again, and again, success for Overpeek. Fatal removed. Now see AWP drop too. Pushing towards short, and MJ's just caught off on the clear. The time you can see she was looking into that close angle.
Please save.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Nice nade.
Oh, Abitka, look at Abitka. Abitka's just going to kill both of them.
He's going to lock it.
Maybe could have waited, but still. Took the kill, gets a 1-for-1. That would guarantee the save. Ivoli, Ayaka are out of there. No, they're out of there. They just had to go get the gun. So that'll be the 7th. And it really is as simple as one flashbang out long. MJ feels isolated, feels like she needs to push short for info, gets bodied. And it's two easy kills, and suddenly you just win the round entirely.
Great opener for Emo Cods. Prem on the corner. Fatal. This is her opportunity. The round starts to slip away. 7 now after a 3-0 start for Flame Sharks. So Overpeek firmly in control for the most part in these gun rounds.
So Mac 10 that gets that kill on short as well. I feel like Flame Sharks need this one, I'm going to be honest. The momentum definitely slipping away from them. Yes, it's a little bit unfortunate that MJ is DC during one of these rounds that was live, but still. A 5th would feel a lot happier. Flashbangs. Everyone is so blind, and there's 3 players on each party fighting out for this space. Abitka through the smoke can only find one. Elizabeth finds the trade. Really important. Advantage Flame Sharks and the bomb stuck long.
Yeah, Fatal's going to come over to try and help too. This is key. Oh, great kill too on Tamago. Elizabeth's still stuck in here, and they know Emo calls in this corner, so actually she's the one that's stuck. Dodged on that nade. Now the utility, fantastic from Fatal to isolate. Sosha has found one on her lurk, but I think she'll be caught from the second player, and that'll be enough to secure a 5th round for Flame Sharks on the CT side.
stop. We own it, we're winning every time. We own it, pushing every day and night. We own it, we don't do compromise. Yeah, yeah, we touch down every time, every time.
Straight in then, 7-5. Overpeek have the slight advantage, but now it's Flameshark's turns who dictate the tempo. No pushes in towards top mid, but a double layering out long for Overpeek. And we've stopped moving, so I don't think we're live.
Oh dear. Not again. Jay, get back in. Unfortunate, but these things do happen and must be resolved in such an important game. You said it's going to be decided on the T sides?
I think so. Yeah, the way that both these teams play is obviously they're both like control over the map, and I'm surprised. Obviously, we saw aggression from Flamesharks out long, but we didn't really see too much variation, especially from Fatal and the AWP. Didn't see any peaks coming in from short with the AWP. Didn't see maybe a B tunnels push alongside a rifle. Like there was the only aggressive tendencies we saw was from long, like, and that's it, which is kind of worrying, but also I kind of understand it to a certain extent for Flamesharks, because it is one of those where they're expecting Overpeek to really take the tempo and have these fights, and predominantly most of the aggression early round was coming in from long, but that doesn't mean you have to be static in your approach. I'm hoping Fatal's call-in will be a lot more dynamic on this T side. I think that's mainly what I'm hoping for.
Some fun stats about Flamesharks and Dust 2. Obviously, they've been picking it a lot, playing it a lot. They have 100% pistol round win percentage. So before this series, 6 out of 6, now 7 out of 7. See if they can make that 8. CT round win percentage, 47%, thereabouts. A little below average. T round win percent, Brandon, 70.5%.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I didn't look at the stats. I know a Fatal team.
You're just a knower.
A Fatal team loves the T side. I've been informed that this tech issue that has now been recurring might actually take a little bit longer, and to save us yapping in your ears and boring you half to death, instead we're going to put on a playlist of our favorite tunes from ESL Impact, and hopefully the issue gets resolved as soon as possible, and then we can jump back into the game. We'll see you in a sec.
Me the other night. Don't you know I've got no time? That's it, I'm never right for you and I. Don't you call me babe? Thought you had a chance dropping DMs on my page. You can stay outside, you can park it on the pavement. Waiting, I don't need a man that's cheap and basic. I'm ranking. Back up. I don't need another suitor, babe. Man up. Put your pouting on the Twitter page, yeah. And I advise you to take a deep breath, cause you gon' hold it till the colors in your cheeks left. Treat you like a ghost. Take this man home. Everybody else already knows I'm the only one I need. You're the one that needs to grow. I ain't playing, boy. Turn around and walk it out the door. You got to go. For the love of God, for the love of God. Watch, baby, I don't mind. Just stand home, yeah. Televised, you don't need to come by. From a distance, though. I'll never let her fall, no. Yeah. The only time I need to keep it smiling, I'm never playing games. I'm trying every day, yeah. The only love I need to keep it strong, the mirror on the wall. I'll never let her fall, no. I'll never let her fall, no. The only time I need to keep it smiling, I'm never playing games. I'm never playing games. I'm trying every day, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, child, I don't mind. Stop feeling loose, baby. No chance to lose, baby. No need for you, baby. Oh, child, I don't mind. Stop on your new, baby. Let's stop for you, baby. Boy, you so crazy. Oh, child, I don't mind. Follow if you like. Just know I got no time. Not for you and I. Not for you and I. Me if you like. Don't expect me to reply. Don't expect no ride or die. Not for you and I. Not for you and I. Love, I need to keep this from the mirror on the wall. I'll never let her fall, no, no.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. That's much too early to wake up. No. Nobody gave me a warning. I wanna sleep, but I know I can't. So I got the feels, let's make a deal. Moments are moving faster. I got the feels, you take the wheel. Got me a real disaster. I got the feels, I mean for real. Call up, pretend I'm master. Somebody bring the fun back. Can anybody do that? 'Cause I wanna be happy and I wanna get down like an all-day party. Do. And another thing, baby,
Well, sorry about the delay, everyone. We are back straight into the action, and we are live with the second half pistol round. And it looks like it is going to be a 5-on-4 just for the moment. So Elizabeth flashing in towards top middle. You've still got Emo Core just on the edge. Fatal now taking space. And towards middle. 3 players out long, ready to try and burst and try and overwhelm both Emo Core and Margot.
Emo Core misses the timing on the jiggle. Now we'll get that information and just starts to retreat. So long control taken. This player lurking middle as well. It's going to be pretty direct out. Smoke over. Flash 2. Margot taking pot shots. Not connecting them. Counter flash as well. Actually a disengage. I think they're waiting to see what Fatal can find. And Fatal's found a kill. So Gush onto one CT player. Now put things into an interesting situation where they can just run them down. Elizabeth will find a kill, and you've still got Fatal playing out through middle. Emo Core trying to deal with her. Fatal just being such a nuisance. It's allowed all this space to get the bomb down. Fatal still finding kills. Now it's all onto Sostya, who removes the nuisance that is Fatal, but now needs to find 2 more on this retake. Not a kit HE picked up. Thrown over, but that's not going to hit any players. Head spotted. That nade would have been useful into that position. Instead, going to have to do it the hard way, fighting forward. Trying to identify these players. There's one swing out from below. Ayaka will get the kill, and Flame Sharks, despite the 4-on-5, continue to be flawless on pistols.
So it's impressive that they're able to do that, especially as they're down a player. This is going to be a little bit tricky. But to be honest with you, if there's one side that you want to have a player disadvantage on, at least temporarily, you hope it would be the T side, because you can just, again, control the tempo. Already spoken about the high win rate percentage here for Flame Sharks. I think I'll take a tactical. Should be an eco for Overpeek. So in theory, there should be a tied up scoreline.
Should be. Just want to make sure. Keep these any AK invested. So you got to play perfect Counter-Strike in this 4-on-5. Hopefully at some point MJ can return. Yeah, they're just going to use all their tacticals, I think, to try and buy that extra
I don't
time.
blame them.
We've all been there in matchmaking. And it's if there was ever a map to play with the player disadvantage, Dust 2 is probably one of the better ones that you can maybe get away with it on.
Potentially, yeah. But I think the issue you've got is you're not going to be playing default. You're going to be playing like set rounds out of spawn. You'll be playing very execute-based Counter-Strike. And if that wasn't the game plan coming into this for Fatal and Flame Sharks, that's where things are going to get a little bit tricky, you feel. I will say, though, I like that Overpeek just don't force. Like, even though you're technically already in a player advantage, you're just playing the game, I'd argue, properly, because you're giving yourself more chances, especially on the CT side. You're going to make the money work. You're going to have all of the weapons. It makes the most sense to eco here rather than force it and potentially just break your money and give Flame Sharks more rounds.
Got out long with the rifles, the right call. USB stack over on B. So 5-7, maybe a chance off the flash to get something done, but held 4, and now they can just start scaling. They also know it is just these pistols. Yeah, invested 3 Galils and the AK, so I want to make sure that these are all held onto. So far looking good. Cleaning house. Bomb not even going down. They just win by elimination.
And this is where it should turn into the CT's favor. Because in theory, all you need to do is just, if you always play like it's a 5v4, that means you're not always going for opening picks, and you just wait and you allow Flame Sharks to have map control, but you just defend the bomb sites as is. I think that makes the most amount of sense. If you are Overpeak, they will be taking this long space initially. Flame Sharks aren't going to worry about that too much. They're going to go back into a little bit of a standardized default. They've taken all the tunnels. Now they've gone through lower. This is the quicker tempo I was talking about. Maybe just straight through the mid doors for Elizabeth, trying to catch a kill.
Yeah, I feel like that's how you got to play. You got to make some of these risks, try and catch someone off guard, find an opening pick so you can put it into the 4-on-4 and feel like you're back into something even. Spotted from above, but they might still convert this into the B split. No player present, and yeah, there's that opener. This puts into the 4-on-4, although Ayaka on 1 HP. Margot boosted up and removes that low player, and they remove everybody. Still have Fatal walking through this smoke, and she gets a chance there, but Slushy with the MP9. Big kills coming in.
Yeah, really good hold out of Saucy. I love the little boost up in towards CT as well. Just trying to spam players out over the top. That gives a little bit more room and comfort for the B players to get set up in crossfires, and Saucy just does the rest. Gun round comes in. Look, we are going to be expecting this to go Overpeak's way, I think, for the majority of this map, at least. A fix for MJ is on the way, but it won't come anytime soon.
Try and burst through long. Pack tactics, I think, name of the game when you're in this sort of situation.
It's got to be.
Flashes long to try and get this fight. A bit spotted and hounded. Again, opening pick found. So they're doing the right things to find the necessary frag to put it into 4-on-4s.
It's so funny because when you speak, obviously this situation is very rare to start the round, always be in a player deficit / player advantage, but it works both ways, since for Overpeak, you don't want to sort of change up the way you're playing because of that situation, but also in turn, you don't want to give over easy kills to make it a 4-on-4. This is really nice space being taken right now by Emo Core. Has pushed in towards B. You've got the short control as well from Margot. Visiball is alone on site, but there are quick rotates. I think as soon as you hear that flash, yeah, the reinforcements are going to come in.
Snake could do some heavy work, actually. Oh, but she's run down. At least Margot will trade her out, and still present, still being a nuisance. Saucia spamming through, but spams go both ways. Evoli, such low HP. The 1-on-2 gets herself towards Goose, but I think Emo Core spotted her on that cross back, and there was a real chance there. And Saucia crawling through the smoke will deal with her. Yeah, I think, pack tactics, obviously the easiest way to play when you're in this situation, but I guess that comes with the knowledge, or at least the maybe expectation for Overpeak that there's not going to be so many lurk elements. It means that, when you get contact, there's probably going to be a bit more behind it than just a single player.
Yeah, that's how it should be as well. I think now for Flame Sharks in this round, obviously you can just waste time off the clock. You can see if you can get all the utility out of Overpeak. We've currently got 2 players just locking down tunnels. It's going to be a really tough moment for this T side to get anywhere or get anything done, especially with the Deagle. Ayaka's having a brilliant game, but asking her to get a multi-kill in this scenario, yeah, it's not happening. A break on the smoke, a spam from Emo Core, that is the MVP weapon, being a Desert Eagle, gone.
Important, I guess, for Flame Sharks to keep burning time as well. So they're happy just to sit back in this round. And then we'll run to their end. Every avenue covered for the CTs. So no chance to get a bomb plant. Brandon, you're telling me chat was telling you to pronounce another word.
Oh, yeah. Aluminium or aluminum, as the kids say in America. But I'm
Just
from
a
the
new way to say
UK,
it.
unfortunately, so it's aluminium.
Oh, those bullets. Not made of aluminium, but steel will do the job. Fatal will get a kill with that deagle. That kills at this point. Just a bonus for the T economy, really. Not enough for an AWP, unless she just wants to go glass cannon. Which she does.
Based, honestly. Very based from Fatal. Why not?
Well, yeah, B rush spawn.
No, don't go B rush.
I would rush her.
Go fast mid to
That would have
B.
worked too if I called it.
They're already. Oh wow! Look at this. Already pushed top mid. The molly's
Timing.
landed late, so yeah, the Flameshaft's got like no info that this has happened. This is kind of concerning. B play would still work if they go now.
Yeah, they're waiting for the smoke to fade, which will in a second. They've heard Slushy drop, and she's going to peek straight into them and still wins the deal for 2. Unbelievable. That was a headshot on the Fatal too, so it wouldn't have even mattered too much about the armor, although I suppose it would have, with the Galil, changed things a little. And Emocore's flank timing looks fantastic. Oh, peeked on and swung on, but she does her job. Ayaka, who's found both kills in this round, needs to find every single one, and they are just hounding her, running at her, overwhelming with numbers.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an Ayaka like 1v9 at this point. That shot out of Sosia, just instantaneous. Just deleting the AWP. That's crazy.
She's got some wild multi-kills coming through. Similar sort of round. It's the 1-2 prior, but slightly better on the weaponry. Ayaka's been allowed to have armor. Bone is built well up. Try and pounce on B once more, and Sasha easily handles it. Elizabeth looking for a deagle shot, and we'll find it. Any more? Oh, chances there. Quite connect the shots.
Go on. Get another one. Unlucky. 12-7, map point. Well, we always knew it was going to go this way. There's no really getting around it, to be honest. But it's just an unfortunate situation for Flame Sharks, but it's the reality we're living in. Look, this is Overpeek's map pick. It's not like it was theirs. We go to Mirage next, which should be, you'd hope, a little bit better for them.
Nice open up. Or on 4. Bomb is alone outside of long doors. Elizabeth's holding. And she's going to need to be pretty vigilant because they are looking to phase that smoke and give her a contest. Oh, it's actually a boost up.
Oh, that's sick.
Over
And
the
that's
edge
the
of the
bomb.
smoke. That's crazy moves. Bomb drop, but now Fatal's found Margot, so Bitka is isolated here. And you saw Vispal in mid, so Fatal's just holding for that repeak. Now they're just going to try and swing, but Bitka almost
Whoa.
cleans them up. Look at the HP. It's given Vispal the chance. She swaps to the M4 off the confirmation of damage. She can get here in time.
She has.
Good position to just win this out, and spotted on the jump up, easily done. Vispal will confirm it. It's a 13-7 victory, and one that Well, for Overpeak, they're going to feel like it was a bit of a freebie. And Flame Sharks, obviously, it stings a little bit. But regardless, Overpeak, they won out that first half comprehensively. 7-5, looked very good.
If you want to complain, you can at Lucy on Twitter. But I've been told we're good now, so that's fine. Here we go. I'm not even going to start the conversation. I'm just going to end it with this final sentence. Mirage up next. Flame Sharks versus Overpeak. Overpeak win. They qualify through to Stockholm. Flame Sharks win. We see a third map. Let's go.
Overpeak win. They are straight to Stockholm. This round's been good from Flame Sharks so far. And Bika gets Gushed, has to fall off. So we'll disengages, see if there is going to be the follow through. Flame Sharks, good news that they don't follow through because 3 players lie in wait over on B. Core, little spot. Silent Breast up. There's the conductor waiting for. Oh my goodness, she's taken both. Fistball gets curious and takes 2. I don't know how she's managed to get both there. That is brilliant. But the kills come back the other way. And Abitka still Gush from before. The Flame Sharks finding a way to even things out.
Yeah, but they're going to rotate immediately. They understand that this kill has come back. They had to go and get the bomb that's been dropped and commed over. So you're assuming that the second player would have rotated towards B, and that is true. Abitka, as you mentioned, low, so Margot's helping out, which leaves Sostia with a smoke and a kit all by her lonesome. 30 seconds left. There will be an outpour in towards Palace. That makes these flashbangs completely redundant. When is the penny going to drop for Overpeak to rotate back to A?
Might just be when Sostia takes contact. There's that information. We're looking for the chance to hit that quick headshot. Instead, we'll disengage, so concedes the space to allow the plant. She has the smoking kit, so needed to stay alive. To go down, 15 seconds to spare. Fatal making sure the coverage is there. Swing out, she'll fall back. They're going to have to fight forward, and well, that works out brilliantly. Fatal with the final frags. Her and Ivoli combining for 5.
Yeah, and Fatal also kills Ivoli. So, it works out in the end. Too good. Yeah. I really like the round, I think, recovery here for Flame Sharks, because that could have been a complete disaster. Nice little fake out of Fatal, then getting the jump up into towards the window. And she says to Ivoli, don't peek until I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. They both swing together. They get the kills. Job done. A great start. You spoke about the pistols on Dust 2. The pistols for Flame Sharks now going even better here on Mirage as well. It's just going to be this eco. So it should just be easy kills, and it will be for every single player of Flame Sharks. Elizabeth gets involved, gets a double. In fact, make it a triple, but not with the Mac 10. So $1,200 made in terms of kills from the SMG. But at least the bankroll is starting to build.
Now are Flame Sharks so good at pistols? It's giving them a head up in every single map that they've played. I can't believe they've not lost a pistol round. It's actually remarkable that they've been able to just, well, sorry, on certain maps that in the series, not lost one yet. Can't. Getting that info, but the Flames will confirm. She decides to go forward. That smoke not quite working maybe how she intended, but still something she can play with. But, oh, okay, Volley looked to find the space. MJ will get the trade. Emo Core spams her out. Advantage for Overpeak. Emo Core looks over the top, but can't find the kill. It's in through CT that Margot strikes. Good spam onto Fatal. Elizabeth's lurk timing could be fantastic, though. Has a chance to secure at least one here. Will do so. It's a double up in from CT, and Sostia slowly lurking up from the ramp. And her timing on this could even be better. Ayaka going to have players every direction that she's dealing with, and the defuse is for default. So Elizabeth flashed off, no chance in that.
Yeah, really well done on the retake there. Really well, good retake. Yeah, nice words, B-Dog. It's just an instant retake coming in from Overpeek. The isolation on towards site was really important once they recognized that Elizabeth was in towards connector. And from there, you take the space deep. You can then set up flashbangs coming over from Tetris, and you can just defuse. As you say, it's planted for default. It's not planted for Elizabeth. So as soon as you lose the majority of players on the bomb site, it just becomes impossible. And you'd argue a little bit unfortunate as well for Flame Sharks because, I mean, they died in some pretty ridiculous ways. There were so many smoke kills coming through for Overpeek, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. They were fortunate enough to get a couple through the smoke spams. Invisible even gets a flying one for good measure. Fatal straight away out with the AWP, overlooks the stairs angle, and that's an easy kill for Emo Core.
Ibica then swings out as well. It's a complete collapse. Ayaka will get that one trade back, but Ibica running rampant on this bomb site. Great from both her and Emo Core to lock down that attempt to make ground on A. Immediately shut down. It was like 3 instant kills back from the CTs. Sharks just put onto pistols immediately. Few HEs to maybe stack a position. This was up.
Again, a window.
Yeah, she is going to avoid the nades. Actually, in the con, yeah, they want to scale up short fast, and no, actually dropping so many different things they look like they could have been doing, and unfortunately, the plan doesn't work out. I guess the idea there is you nade stack the con player, run them down with low HP, and try and scale off it. But no early con player meant no chance in it.
Why would you do that? Why?
Swinging
Why
on the
would you do
reload.
that?
Silly, silly, silly.
Oh, well, that provided a bit of light relief, at least for the round. I actually really like the idea, and I agree with what you're saying, just like the nades into con, it also creates enough of a distraction audio-wise where you're not expecting footsteps. But I thought with the top mid-smoke, they were just going to nade window. But hey. Unfortunately, it didn't amount to too much in the end. One casualty, really not the end of the world here for Overpeek. They'll keep building Visible, get an AWP out. They take the lead here on the CT side. Flame Sharks need to roll their sleeves up.
Got mid control pretty easily, but they've lost the opening frag. Visible just catches the peak deep lean in towards apartments to find that, so not afraid to take the fight. See her dictating the pace early, but punished by Fatal. Peeking just ahead before of that smoke. You don't have to worry about that AWP. Gives you a bit more space to move into a bomb site like B. The time to do it is mid's being regained by Overpeek.
Yeah, it's a crazy timing, but I like the decision for Overpeek to actually go 4 strong in towards mid to reclaim that control. Because now you can have access to these quick flanks. Sostia will just hear the utility, will drop a smoke and flashbang just to delay. Doesn't have to directly go in towards the smoke. And now with Fatal spamming it, you got the Emo Core rotation. You haven't actually got a direct flank. You've then got Margot coming back over and finding another spam through this smoke. Suddenly it evolves into a player advantage for Overpeek, and it gets even better as Ibica and Emo Core just find kills apiece. Ayaka, last player standing, now reveals herself in towards the window. I don't think the bomb's really planted for her. This should be a really tricky one, and Ibica's just going to start sticking the bomb right in her face, and as soon as she swings, she might get one, but getting the player on ban isn't going to happen, and the defuse has been stuck the entire time anyway. Another successful retake coming through for Overpeek.
Yeah, and they make that one look great. 3 players living at the end from the position, what was a 4-on-4, so only 1 kill coming through from Flame Sharks at that end there, despite the bomb going down. Post-fight, not able to get any space. Great kill from Margot over the top. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh, indeed.
Well, at least this round's eco.
I don't think they've got any more tech timeout.
No, they definitely don't. do have regular timeouts. I'm hopeful this can be resolved better just because like the other issue was, I think it was the internet issue at home. She's actually at like an internet cafe or something at the moment. So she has
Yes,
relocated
yeah.
to a place that you would imagine is a bit more equipped for it.
And as you say, it's like the eco round. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's just incredibly unfortunate. that
Yeah,
we're
it's
in
not
this
fine,
position
but it
again.
gives you some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time. You know what? We've done well this season. You know, there's been very few technical timeouts, very few issues through this online stage, at least in Europe.
That's nice from Overpeek.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It is.
You offer up one of your hourglasses. I don't know why. It's just one of the most satisfying animations of the HUD for me. Amount of time, like, of the timeout, like running out on the old hourglass.
To quote Gwen Stefani again,
Yeah.
time goes by so slowly.
It's like when?
So, yeah,
I don't know.
might be Madonna.
I thought it was Madonna.
Yeah.
But that's
I don't know
okay.
if there's a start to a Gwen Stefani song that went like that.
I don't know. I don't think anyone knows, really. But that's okay. A-exec. That's what I'm more interested in. Smokes are out. Mollies are through. Are there any flashbangs to accommodate this? Yes, Fatal's lines them up. Good counter utility for Overpeek, just delaying. So that also just burns valuable seconds off of the smoke timers, too. That flash, brilliant, onto a Bitka, and she can't see a thing. So Ivoli not only will be able to get space, it also gives her teammate an AK. They can't really go through the CT smoke, but it's a chance.
Some forward nades and Emo Core just shooting them all down. Elizabeth comes through and, well, she will actually get that kill with the Tech 9, but she's left alone trying to reload. Vispal arrives in time. Nice try with the pistols. They actually make that very compelling, but unfortunately for Elizabeth, runs out of bullets. But MJ's back in the server.
Lovely.
So some good news, at least.
Yeah, that was actually quite a precarious round, really, for Overpeak, because there were so many ways in which they could lose that. It becomes a 2v2, and then Sosya is able to isolate a fight from CT to Palace, and that allows Vispal to come through jungle. So it still works, it's all okay. Break on the smoke, that's going to leave Fatal feeling a little bit more vulnerable, but can she see a Bitka? I don't think so. Oh, it's so close. And then you've got Emo Core just swinging. A Bitka goes swinging. Fatal then gets removed, and you know about the player's underpass. This is wacky.
Yeah,
What?
Emo Core, no, she had that one locked in. The sound cue was there.
Oh.
That one is crazy, though. But yeah, the one lob underpass was easy because the molly forced that player out, and then Emo Core just swung and spammed the bench position. But brilliant towards top middle. That was clean. Bianca's slowly making way into A. But just the lack of info is the big killer. Call will arrive, and Margot is holding through connector from short side. Avenue's being watched. Call should get this information. Yeah, there it is. Util player spotted. Headshot. Flash dodged. Don't really know about Emo Core either, so... Oh my goodness. He's not slowing down. No ace. That's denied by MJ. Even a bomb plant will be incredibly tricky and won't be allowed. The flames on point and the bullets just as precise.
Yeah, really good round out of Emo Core. Just taking the fight into top mid, not once, not twice, but 3 times over in different angles, playing it really well. And then just the disengage. I actually really like the reposition to just go in towards Ticket, start jump spotting just to get some info. I'm surprised info doesn't go both ways between MJ and Emo Core. As soon as Emo Core spots MJ on the ramp. Murder hole not broken, so that gives more audio in case Flame Sharks wants to go quickly in towards mid to jump up and boost. That's not going to be the case. Instead, they set their sights on B, which means going into the AW.
Just on a good angle, easy first kill. All's back, and yeah, Celestia needs to get her gun out. Only just about 2 HP. Could have been a way in because the reinforcements were far away. Fatal knew that player was low, secures that kill. No one's looking at her, but Abika just spins on a dime. We'll hit that shot. So Overpeek got a little scary for a second there, but recovered.
This is starting to become very dominant and very one-sided, which is starting to get a little bit worrying for Flame Sharks. Had that conversation, of course, about, oh, well, maybe you want to start on the T side. No, what do I know? 7-2 already on the defense. Capacity for it to snowball into even more. Visible 10-3, Emo Core 12-8. Some of the stars of Overpeek are starting to take over. And it gets even worse. Elizabeth dropped first.
Yeah, 7 gun rounds in a row as well. So the snowball well and truly underway. Picking up momentum as it goes down the hill. Sandball. Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed. Better metaphor?
I like Snowball because we're going to Stockholm.
I suppose, but we're on Mirage is what I was thinking.
Yeah, you're right. Now we're the tumbleweed.
Boing.
Go on, Fatal, take it.
Yeah, you're not going to get another opportunity now. Plus she doesn't offer up those.
Oh, Ayaka is in
done.
sight.
Oh my god.
She didn't see the gun barrel.
She did not see the gun barrel.
And that means that she's going to walk into Visceral. That is really unfortunate.
Yeah, and Viscel's like, what? What are you doing here? Margot on the line and manages to track the falling MJ. Evoli spotted and over the top will be dealt with as she tries to go up. Fatal. That's one onto Margot. But now everyone's on the line. Visceral arrives to convert her 3K. Just didn't see that little gun barrel spotting out. That is unlucky.
Oh, no, Emo Core's gone. Oh, no. They're getting all the DCs today. And I think Overpeek might have used their... Okay, they didn't use all their timeouts. I think they might have maybe used their tech for Flame Sharks. So that is less than ideal.
I'm not sure.
I will say this T side feels very uninspiring. I think is probably the correct adjective to describe this for Flame Sharks. It's been very flat. They got into mid only a few times. It's only just really boosted up with the AWP. Then we've been trying to see execs in towards the B apartments, into A. But it hasn't really come with like a mid element. It hasn't really been conditioned to the point where you can keep players on one side of the map or the other. It feels very much all in or nothing. And currently it's been nothing.
Yeah, the only real variation's been Ayaka on those lurks, right? We've seen her get some space on A a couple of rounds, but for the most part, it's pretty direct as a group. Not really. I mean, I guess what we're seeing with the pistols, they're like an A execute and things like that. It's very heavy towards B a lot of these rounds.
Yeah, well, that means you're going into Sostia, so that confuses me in itself. Or Vispal, because Vispal's been starting B an awful lot with the AWP as well.
Yeah, she's been, I think, multiple rounds, got the first kill in B. We just really want to draw out our last day of the online season as long as possible.
We do.
That's the real truth of the matter.
I like that obviously the ticker says don't panic. However, when someone tells you not to panic, it just makes you panic more. The way people say it sometimes, they're like, don't panic. It's like, okay.
Wouldn't know. Not a panicker.
No, you're not. You're
Sometimes I
incredibly
do
chill.
panic.
Oh, rarely though.
But, if I'm panicking, it's like we're in deep.
Yeah, we're in trouble, right? Like out of the two of us, it's me. I chicken little things, I think.
Chicken little, yeah.
The sky is falling
Just
down.
a little guy.
Yeah. Got a chicken on my
Little guy
leg.
on your birthday.
I just more meant that I think it's called catastrophizing. I think I've got better at it over the years, but it's definitely
Surprising.
something I need to work on.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
Catastrophize.
So is the voice break. That's good. Yeah.
Catastrophize that. When a small
goodbye.
quarry can tumbleweed into a huge mountain.
It can.
It didn't say tumbleweed. I just said that there.
I've had my 2 cents. Want to hear yours? Obviously, this is currently 8-2. I'm assuming that you're in agreement with me that Flamesharks are going to need the last 2 rounds to maybe have a stab at this. I think a 9-3, a 10-2 half was pretty insurmountable. What do you change here if you're Flamesharks?
Yeah, I think we maybe a bit more of that default. Get that mid control. At the moment, it's felt like Overpeek are able to get ahead of every single one of these hits. Like, more often than not, they've got 3 players or 2 players and a third close rotation. It's been there. Like, the fact that Vispal's been on the bomb site that she needs to be every single time maybe shows it's a little bit telegraphed.
I think if you want to go A, that's fine, but go through con as well. I don't boost up into the window. I think that's a little bit overkill, but I think definitely let's have like a mid to A exec where you're directly taking the mid control, you're forcing the players back, they have to respond somehow. That's going to be an extremity push. You wait for the extremity push, or if it comes through ramp or palace with your players. If it doesn't come through A, it's going to come through B. You then got that space up connector, and you go together. That's what the doctor orders. In my opinion, because I think if they just keep execing B and A one-dimensionally, it's not going to work whatsoever.
I worry that we were kind of talking about going into this about how, obviously it was a rough way that Dust 2 played out, and if that affects you and bouncing back, I worry that it has definitely had an impact. It might not have if they've been able to start cleanly here, but I think losing the first gun round having that one little tech pause come through, you know, I think it probably has put a dampener on the mood. So if you walk away with a 9-3 or 10-2 half, just a lack of gun rounds, I think your confidence is pretty shot at that point. Even if you've got a very good CT side, which we know they will. It's
At least I got the pistol. We got that.
Yeah. Might be able to keep the pistol round success running. Not sure what the overall pistol stats are for the season, but
Newt will know. Newt, that's your job. Go look at. I didn't mean it like that, but that's actually quite funny. No,
well,
that's
okay,
your job, mate.
It's actually quite easy to check.
No, Lucy, you don't do it. I asked
They actually suck at pistols and everything except Dust 2. So it's actually really funny. So they won every pistol round in Dust 2 that they've played so far, which is 8 pistol rounds. They've lost every single one on Ancient, so that's 4 pistol rounds. They lost both on the Mirage when they played that no T. They've lost all 4 that they've played on Inferno.
Wow.
And on Train, they've gone 2 for 2. So actually, they're just really good at Dust 2 pistol rounds.
Oh, okay, fine.
And that's it. Well, maybe good at Mirage. Like bouncing back after one bad Mirage map.
Okay, so basically, the stat I was trying to promote in a positive way for Flame Sharks, you've basically just said if it's not Dust 2, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's not ideal.
But, I don't know. They got the pistol round on the T side. Looked pretty good.
I think this has really shown the difference, I think, in quality of AWPin as well. And this isn't supposed to be like a slight on Fatal, but I think where you have an AWPer that's been AWPing for a long period of time. I know Fatal used to AWP a very, very long time ago, but you go from rifling to then AWPing in CS2, a completely different game. It's going to catch up with you at some point. And how dynamic Visible is being compared to what we've seen out of Fatal so far in this series, especially on the CT side in particular on Dust 2, it does give you a little bit of a cause for concern because Visible is definitely adding a completely different dimension compared to the AWP output you're getting on Flame Sharks in moments.
Yeah, I think we're actually getting a similar AWP battle here that will take place on our next series, where you do have a very flashy, strong individual that can just take over like Visible. And then Fatal, I think, works really well when the rest of the riflers are online and doing their part of the conversation. And I think that's kind of similar with Let It Cook versus Imperial. You got Zia, who is an exceptionally flashy and consistent AWPer, and will be going for a lot of those big plays. And then Anna on the other side, much more into the system. And I think this season we're seeing that from her again. It's not super aggressive unless she has a really great spawn and wants to take it. It's much more about the riflers doing the work and her closing. And yeah, I think it's kind of mirrored in this matchup.
That's an interesting point. Yeah, like, I think that's actually quite interesting because I'd actually describe Anna at times as potentially being a little bit flashy in terms of the plays that she pulls off.
Yes.
But I think she gets forced into those positions rather than like looking for those opportunities.
Absolutely. Everyone remembers an Anna clutch. All right, looking to punish this aggression.
Here we go.
Will Abika come around this corner? Will a flash be set up for a peek? No, the AWP just goes dry and Abika can't control for 2. So Trey comes in. Visible, what about just standing still, but worried about that Palace. No need to be. Elizabeth's lurk. Nice tap. That is clean. 2 players in towards short. Molly separates them. Maybe gives her a chance for another headshot. Instead, she moves forward. And there's that headshot. Elizabeth working wonders through connector. Sostia spots her. Has to fall back and see if she can catch her on the cross. Visible is holding from jungle, so they know they've got her penned in. But another great piece of util. The flash comes forward, but just peeks back into it. MJ goes down, and then Elizabeth does as well. So what started so well for Flame Sharks, unfortunately, peters out.
Just didn't have any scaling because they didn't have any utility. I think that's the worrying issue, is that if you could have smoked jungle, then that would have been a different conversation, because Elizabeth wouldn't have to almost feel like she has to recommit in towards the fight. In short, after all of her hard work in getting this space directly in towards mid, if you are flashing jungle, then you've got to cross and you've got to make full advantage of the flashbang. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Now we've got a missed window smoke. Everything is falling apart here for Flame Sharks.
Best looking round we've had so far, and our Fatal's been legged, flamed, and under pressure. Manages to get into the corner. Margot might try and punish that with a nade in a moment. Not. There's a whole lot more T's arrive. Control established. Where you go from here proves to be the sticking point. There's a player lurking Palace. Bomb's going to be collected, so you anticipate this is going to be a split into A.
Yeah, here we go. The issue you've got is most of the cohort is coming through middle, not through ramp at the same time, and that gives a lot of access for Visible just to swing on site, and she's not being challenged. Emo core forced forward by the molly. She doesn't take any damage in it, though, and that leaves it all up to Ayaka, who gets punished by Margot. It is perfect on the CT side. 10 rounds in a row for Overpeek.
Still see things in my apartment. I really need places where your heart went. Traces of your life got me thinking maybe you love me. That's just how it started. Warning things and problems that I don't need. Toothpaste, your cigarettes, and heartbeat. Taught me to whisper when I'm sleeping, saying you love me. That was just a daydream. Hearts on fire and hearts on wine. You were standing right in front of me. Museum of art on the side, where you had me on display, yeah. All the while I wondered why
Pistols, who needs them? Not Overpeek, as they sit 10-2 up with 10 consecutive gun rounds. And it goes without saying, a pistol round here necessary for Flame Sharks and for Overpeek, you feel would be their second last step towards Stockholm.
Oh, the way the crouching is, I don't think she can see them. Oh, that is brutal. So Ivoli's going to have no info here. Bisbal creeps up and Fatal slides in and it's messy, but Fatal still finds the kill anyway and the second. Somehow still staying alive, doing everything for her team.
Yeah, fantastic job. Abika's looking to maybe find some space on B, and I think she's got it. I just spotted that player in towards short. She's going to keep on scaling, and she's found this bomb site completely open. Calls the troops over. They just start holding down W, and maybe Abitka can catch off MJ. That is huge. Elizabeth, anything she can offer up? Oh, nice tap onto the first and the second. Answer my own question fast. A lot that she can offer, but maybe Abitka has some answers of her own. Second player commed over, present. Elizabeth, so low. Yaka now moves in. 29 seconds, Abitka teasing this swing, and will just come through with it. It needs to go back 20 seconds. Towards market, Ayaka lies in wait. Bomb scooped up, but Abitka has none of this information. And look at Ayaka's reposition onto the bomb site. Tap on the bomb, walk around from Ayaka. She will find that final kill.
Really well positioned by Ayaka. I think they knew about the bomb info, and then she was holding such a tight line into market window. Maybe she saw it on the minimap just disappear, and by that point, she just takes her time in. It's all about Fatal here. Getting these two kills, and then Elizabeth. It's just huge individual efforts in 3 different parts for Flame Sharks. Incredible work from Elizabeth, because you feel like Overpeek with Abitka grabbing all that space is just going to have the round. But no, they're not allowed to have any pistols. So Abitka's now just going to buy Galil and start walking out A. Oh, and Viswell gets a Glock kill. Sure, why not? Oh dear. That is a nightmare.
Yeah. Abika's Galil, not actually the driving force there. Emoko with the Tech 9 gets a double down and a good flashbang, but a smoke in the face. Emoko run down. The charge through. Sosya jumped on. No chance. Not getting it done today. So, I mean, a lot gained out of that for Overpeek.
Yeah, actually, I thought that was a force, but it wasn't. It was just a hero Galil. So Abitka's going to go hero Galil, buy round Galil, I assume. Kind of cool. Not another one. Please, not another one.
Another one.
That's what immediately what I thought. Another one?
I love I think it's in Bristol, you know, that Southwest accent.
Yeah.
So good.
I hear that quite regularly.
Without
Without doxing myself.
I mean, the southwest of England, a pretty large area. Goodness gracious me. Right, we have Imperial Valkyries playing Let Her Cook. That one's coming up after this series. Our final spot at ESL Impact Stockholm.
It's not happening anytime soon. I'm ready for the comeback.
Fatal Orb in play. It's going to be a straight A execute.
I like this. This is like a limit test round. You've got all your AKs, you've got enough utility. And you're just going to see what this defense is like. And you can see if you can breach into this successfully deep smokes to take control over towards the basic connector. Imoko starts spamming and actually ends up hitting a teammate. Ivoli will finish off the job. And a great shot out of Fatal. 5v3 bomb only just being planted.
And Bika spotted one at ticket, but there is way more than that. 4 players, maybe even 5, looking to come from that position. Molly will slow them down somewhat, but you shall to be used here. Plenty of smokes to throw out. Kits are plenty as well. And Abika playing reverse default. Maybe has a chance to punish from this pause. Yeah, swinging out good timings. But then the collapse. MJ comes through at the perfect time as all the attention was drawn.
Yeah, good retake out of Flame Sharks. And even though they took space somewhat indirectly, Overpeek, the issue you've got is that not only Emo Core dropped, but you didn't really take actually the space with it. Once the smokes faded, didn't go into jungle, didn't go in towards connector. Flame Sharks were actually in control of that retake, and as a consequence, because of Ivoli having this space, because of Fatal locking down CT, you're just trapped on the bomb site in totality. And unfortunately, Overpeek couldn't really make that round work. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm cursed.
Do I just leave?
Yeah, I mean, I can. I'll actually speak about this for fun, because why not? I feel like we've exhausted everything at this point. So I'll talk about the curse of the tech timeouts with me, B-Dog. I don't know what it is, but every time I commentate a Counter-Strike game, it happens at least once or twice a week. There will be a minimum of a 30-minute tech pause. And if it doesn't happen, I celebrate, and then it happens twice the week after. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. I'm sorry. If you ever see me commentating a game, it's cooked. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Your B-Dog talk.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't. Time.
Welcome to the Doghouse with Brandon.
So I actually think that would be a really good podcast name.
The Dog Pod.
No espresso. That's a throwback.
That's a throwback to anyone that was here
2 hours ago, yeah.
When we started map 2.
Oh my goodness.
Please be typing in chat because they're saying, hey guys, we're all good. We're ready to game. Let's play. That's what I'm hoping. But
She's not even tabbed in.
Just alt-tab. So
Yeah.
That's not voting well, is it? Not voting well at all. I'm on to Generation 5 of my Pokemon
Oh, yeah.
playthrough. If you don't know, you don't know. People watching
Okay.
at home. But I'm playing from... Technically started with Gen 3, but I am playing through every generation up to the modern games. So playing through the DS games at the moment and very much enjoying my experience of Pokemon Black White so far. Good. That was such an unrelated story that
The game went live because of it.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. We'll keep going off topic in every single tech pause. Well, hopefully there's a total of 0 from now on. Haha, there won't be. Fatal can't hit a shot in towards the window. Will at least reposition in towards B. A bit Kavispal under direct mid control. Now being established here by Overpeek. Nearly a chance onto MJ, but the opportunity squandered.
Might be another chance here. Just holding for some sort of swing, but no, smoke lands. Beetle's holding connector, and she's going to get maybe a chance for some fights, and only heads offered up, so difficult shots to hit. Smoke lands now to block her vision off. They're thinking about going elsewhere. Now they got that information, but MJ's taken liberties into the apartments. Oh, loud on it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how loud that was. Look at Margot. Margot's just in short. It's being held for, but now suddenly, you know there's a player in apps. I imagine that would have been her. Margot's just walking through the molly and, yeah, gets overwhelmed. In fact, no, she doesn't get overwhelmed. She's still alive, finally punished by Ivoli. All the kills come in blue over orange in the kill feed. And whilst that Bitcoin might find back with one, Visible's now got to hightail it over towards A, but there's a player in connector. It starts to get really tricky. Ayaka cannot lose her life.
And neither can
20
Visible, like,
seconds.
she's alone.
Yeah, okay, never mind. It's all okay. You still know Ayaka's in this corner through the molly. She will get the kill. Up and over the top. There is time to plant the bomb. 1v2.
Yeah, she actually has a real chance in this. And Visible's not been missing much right now. There's no util either. So she doesn't have to worry about the flashes, the mollies, and AWP is part of this retake. Fakes the repause into CT. Now just sits where she planted the bomb, looking for this timing, and that's onto the rifler. Fatal comes around, but Visible puts her down. A brilliant 1v3, and that's 11 for Overpeek.
Brilliant reposition, as you say. Just the fake out that she's going there, and she just hides in the corner, just takes the fight directly. Hidden in plain sight is Visible, and she's victorious in this clutch. 1v3. After dealing with Ayaka and just putting her in the corner. Fatal swaps to the pistol, but the sidearm not good enough. 11-5, finally deadlock broken on this T side for Overpeek. It feels like it's been a long time in the making.
Cooked his Fatal. That's a lot of molly damage early. Visible, her up a lot healthier, looking for the opening pick, and that was a chance, and needs to be careful because MJ is playing on the ledge, but not going to be swinging. And baited well. Oh, now she knows. But baits work both ways.
That's the necessary opening kill. They're just going to try and run it back. Just straight up con. This is really quick. I don't think you're going to be expectant of how fast this timing is. Love this ramp reposition. But unfortunately, it's an MP9. Ayaka still walks away with one. And Emocore is holding because you haven't received any contact elsewhere. That is until Fatal backstabs in towards CT. And now I think the attention is drawn, but Sosya ready for Ivoli. Fatal hits the shot anyway. And Visible is on a very long rotate. I think the information's been communicated across. A 10-second stick. I don't think Visible is going to get hit in time. Bomb will be defused.
Yeah, Visible got a kill in B apps. She'd been waiting there, and I think, yeah, that came not that long ago, so they knew that she could just not get there in time. If it had been a reverse default plant, she could have potentially got there, but great job from Fatal in the mid-round, getting a few frags. Keeping Flame Sharks in it. Staving off that series point.
Oh, quick complay. Flashbang. Ivoli wasn't affected by it, but now has the info. And that allowed Ayaka to get on the angle. A dink, but no kill. The nade follows through, but it doesn't connect for a killing blow on Emocore.
Oh, given over. Onto the rifle. Saw what she could do in that 1v3 with it. Fatal thought. Headbutt the molly. Visible's removed as well, and MJ's done great spam as well. Fatal hits her shot, a bit cut, scaled through. Maybe there is still some legs into this. She picks up the AWP. Bomb to be planted by Margot. Still some util that she can dispense as well. And Abika's holding for this swing in market. There it comes. Flick shot misses though, has to reposition. They've managed to get past her angle. A scope through, chances, but not quite finding the shots necessary. And Ivoli will secure it. So a bomb plant, a couple of kills, but a good hold from Flame Sharks.
They're coming back. A 10-2 half into now a 4-round game. Sure, the bomb was planted, but you're going to get Tech 9s into this one. Flame Sharks can start to creep closer. Momentum starting to build. Belief returning to the Sharks. No! No! Oh, I can't.
Another one.
I guess. Ah!
It's a different player. Snicky messaged me with
Okay.
the note that this is the world's longest, shortest series.
Yeah. It's been nearly 3 hours.
And yeah, Mapong was what, 13-7? This
Yeah,
one, 11-7.
correct. I hope this isn't like I don't even know what this is. This is the thing. Like I don't actually know the root cause of these issues. Like, is it a Counter-Strike thing? Like, is it like there's the update like bugged? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it bugged. My skins are suddenly not worth any money.
Yeah. No.
Hopefully they fix that soon.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I mean, all my skins are reds, and actually they've gone up a lot in price. So
Oh, nice.
not that I'll be selling them.
No, we have skins because we play with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, anyway, back to my Pokemon story.
I was gonna say, you want to talk about the Pokedex again?
Yeah, it's going well. It's going well. Because these are all, I never played this game because it came out after I'd kind of, I guess I was at university. I was doing adult stuff.
Wait, when what
sounds
game? When what
super
gen
old.
came out?
When Black and White came out. I
Oh
guess,
my
which
gosh, you're so old.
Pokemon White.
University.
2010. I wasn't in university yet. I could have been. That was actually my gap year. So I was too busy partying and such. Play Pokemon. So it's all new to me. Like I don't know which Pokemon I'm going to see next. Some of them I've never seen before.
Yep.
Outside of like seeing them in like Pokemon trading card game and stuff. So it's very exciting. I'm using Snivy.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Snivy at the moment. Very smug little guy. I enjoy his aura.
I won't give
I know
spoilers.
Oshawott is a fan favorite. Oshawott or however it is.
Yeah, it's Oshawott. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't like the look of him. Otherwise I would have got him. But
Poor
I didn't
guy,
like his. Yeah, he just looks like a little clown, and it's not my vibe.
He doesn't
You
turn
know.
into a clown.
Yeah, I'm afraid just didn't work for me, especially after how solid. Like Piplup is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, we've kind of gone downhill here with Oshawott. Sorry to the Oshawott lovers.
So, okay, imagine my disappointment when I picked a fire type and it was another fire fighting type again for the third
They
year
love
in a
it, don't
row.
they? It's crazy. It's
It eventually
firefighting.
changes. Yeah, it changes eventually.
I mean, Tepig's cute though. It's pig.
And then he gets all like butch and hench and he looks a bit weird.
Snivy just gets kind of sleek as things goes on, which is good. But yeah, you like get into the you're going along and finding all these new Pokemon. You're like, oh, this is really exciting, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't have to worry about freaking Zubats in the caves.
What about Woobats?
You go into
Yeah.
your first cave. Whoop whoop, it's Woobat, baby.
Woobat's cooler though.
Woobat is cool. I've already got a Swoobat. It loves me. A little hot nose. Cool.
Good times.
Oh,
It
and I
is.
got the little crocodile. He's
Okay.
he's got a lot of attitude as well.
Sandile?
Sandile, and he became a Crocorock or something.
Yep, that's right. I don't. This is the thing. Like again, and I will not go into this on broadcast. But I think Gen 1 to Gen 5, I think I know basically, not numerically, but if you showed me a picture of any Pokemon from Gen 1 to 5, I'd be able to tell you what it was
Oh.
instantly.
I'm gonna send you a link. There's a website that has like all of them, and you gotta fill it in.
I can fill it in if there's pictures. If it's just like
Yeah, it's pictures. Oh wait, no,
Okay.
it's not. You have to. I don't think it's pictures. Actually,
Oh,
no,
God.
you have to type in
that'd
the
be
name of the
hard.
Pokemon, and it fills.
Oh, I would say in the break I could do it, but I don't know if we're actually going to have a break at this point between series. But I'll do it eventually, and I'll let the audience know because I'm sure they're really invested in this. Guys, if you don't know what's going on, basically we've got another technical pause. One player dropped from Overpeak. I think it was Vispal. This time we've had Emo Core drop, we've had MJ drop, now we've had Vispal unfortunately be disconnected from the server, so we're waiting to get her back online. Scoreline, it was 10-2, and now it is 11-7. And we're at the point where we are nearing the conclusion of Mirage, at least. Either Flame Sharks force a third map in this series. Yes, that's right, we're still on the second map. Or Overpeak win it, they take it in 2, and they qualify through to the ESL Impact Season 8 LAN Finals in Stockholm. Fatal, please sit back down. No, come back.
Something ironic about Fatal having a Sonic the Hedgehog on her monitor when this series has been anything but fast. Yeah. What's your favorite starter Pokemon, Brandon?
Mudkip.
Okay, that's a fairly good choice.
It's the first one I ever picked. That's why. First gen I played was Gen 3.
But yeah, well, you've already kind of established my generation as to where I was.
I was
started.
7 years old and I was in Wales.
Yeah, my first Pokemon, Bulbasaur. Well, actually, no, it was Pikachu. I played the Pokemon Yellow first, but then I
Good
went and
game.
got Gold Red after. But I liked Pokemon Yellow because Pikachu
She's
followed
moving
you
the
around.
mouse. Just tapped in. Wait. Oh, I can still see the message there in the middle of the screen saying match is paused. Okay, different update now. Not Pokemon related, actually Counter-Strike related. I've just been told that this is now going to start 4 versus 5. So Overpeak are going to have 4 and Flame Shots are going to have 5.
How
What
the
is happening?
turntables? I don't know. It's one thing for it to happen to one team, but then for it to happen to the other team after. I have never seen this.
No, me
before.
neither.
This is a remarkable situation. Gonna be the eco anyway, so we'll half back. Not a player you want to be losing when it comes to
Oh!
Not much else
Maybe
to
you
say
don't
about
care.
that. That was clean.
Well, that was a 4v4. Abitka says, have that. Unfortunately, the gun isn't recoverable. And players have been spotted outside of B. Overpeak wait patiently to decide their next move. They've got smokes, they've got flashes. If they go into B, I think it's going to be a little bit more dangerous. But, I mean, where else can you go? You haven't got any map control.
It feels like it does. Does have to go this way. This double layering should be fine to deal with it. Got a little bit of util to make it interesting. Problem is everyone's on Deagles, which are just really hard to make this work with. Tech 9s, I think, give you a bit more to offer, but Emocar's found a kill and Elizabeth has gone uncleared. Oh my god, she's seen all of them.
Oh!
And Emocore has domed her. Forget what I said about Desert Eagles. Bomb plant secured, Margot. There's just no way you can't do it to them like this. Oh my goodness, could she do it? Player spotted. Has that information, can't quite flick over. 4v5 with nothing but Deagles, and it comes down to one player standing.
So expensive. So damaging, I think, for the mental as well, for Flame Shocks, but they get it done. Unfortunate for Margot, can't convert it. You've lost your AWP, Overpeak. So now you're going to have just 4 AKs coming into this. And again, we go back to the same strats we've been speaking about with Flame Sharks on Dust 2. You just got to go into a bomb site. You just got to hope for the best. They just did that on B. Are they going to run it back or are they going to switch and go towards this A bomb site? Because Vitka got a very clean entry over from ramp.
Crazy kill, because it's just a complete wide swing with the Deagle. And then deletion. These Deags hit hard.
Visible's
And
back.
Visible's back.
But for how long?
Oh,
No!
no.
Ah!
You can't keep doing this. Okay, it's fine. It's apparently just the camera. They need to be all on. So it's not her connection issue. Oh my goodness.
She's here.
Back. She's here. The clock's ticking. It's a 5-on-5.
What luxury we've
Oh
had
my
in this series,
goodness.
a 5v5. Right, come on then. Flame Sharks close to completing this comeback on their map pick. CT side going a lot better for them than the T side. Visible with an AK, not an AWP. Statement of intent because she could have afforded it fast in towards under. This could be an A split.
Quite possibly. The bomb's well back though, so they can't really commit immediately. Someone's gonna have to go grab that. Imagine it's gonna be Margot that will be tasked with that. And they are gonna start to take this control into Con. Ayaka low, Abitka already scaling fast. And Ivoli finds the opener though, traded out immediately. Ayaka has to just tuck back. The orb's rotating over. That nade will actually remove her. Still got Emo Core lurking towards jungle, and she'll get that kill onto MJ. Loud on the approach. Fatal moves forward. Her and Elizabeth, the two most experienced players to keep map point away. And with Margot's off angle, you thought maybe that was a chance for a kill. But no, smoke onto the bomb. You're talking
on the
about the
bomb?
sneaky ninja defuse, Brandon. And we might be getting the opportunity for it. Fatal has to be the one that sticks though. Just tap on it, and they're just looking for the frags initially, and yeah, tapping onto the bomb, but the kills come through anyway. So no, we don't get the ninja.
Wow, finally some deadlock. Finally a breakthrough again coming through this A-bomb site, and exactly what I advised Flame Sharks to do, funnily enough, on the T side when they had 5. Go through mid on an upbeat tempo, split through Con, and it will work if you just hit the A-bomb site. And now potentially this could be all said and done. Abitka pushed forward in towards ramp. Is there a flashbang? No, it's just a dry swing, and that's going to punish. Abitka finds 2. In fact, make it a 3rd. She is deleting everyone on this A-bomb site and is punching Overpeek's tickets to Stockholm.
Yeah, she's just taking this into her own hands, hasn't she? Almost equalized with Visible. Elizabeth's M4, the one rifle remaining, and she walks through that smoke, not spotted. Visible will miss her, but Emo Core doesn't, and it all looks done. Overpeek will do it in 2. They will secure their spot in Stockholm.
Yeah, I mean, really well played to Overpeek. And of course, look, this game marred by inconsistency due to circumstances outside of their control. However, they set themselves up by having a 10